Welcome to the video. I'm Dr. Doug Lear, and welcome to video 2 of 3. This one again starts off where the other video left off, and that is in why our patients, clients, students don't get well, or why they plateau, or why they get better and then they get worse again, or why we get them better and then they have another illness or symptomology or pattern that emerges. All right, and of course why they don't respond at all to whatever we're doing, or it's very limited. So let's talk about toxicity. That's the next stressor that has an effect on us. I want you to understand how toxins work in the body and how they work to disrupt cellular functions, brain function, hormonal functions. So all of our cells, from brain to our organs and glands, have over 20,000 receptor sites. These receptor sites look like docking bays, basically. We'll just look at them that way. And hormones come and they dock in the bay, like a lock and a key. And it unlocks a certain function, each hormone, and it tells the cell, do that thing. There are 633 known hormones, so we've got a lot going on in the body. And any and all of those hormones can be affected and create a symptom pattern. That's right. So if the toxin goes in, locks in there, then it gets stuck there because it has like an electromagnetic sequence. So they act like hormones, get stuck in there, and they keep the other hormones from getting in there. So it's kind of like you filled your garage full of all this stuff, and then you push your clicker, and the door goes up, and you can't get your car in the garage. And that's how these cells work. You can't get the hormone in the cell to do its function because it's already been filled by these chemicals called endocrine disruptors, or xenoestrogens. Xenoestrogens, endocrine disruptors, exchangeable. So how do we get these things out? Well, we have to understand a few things about how energetics lead biochemistry. And if we could have an effect on the energy system and change the energetic code in the body, then it can help it release that toxin and get out of the body. A lot of times when we do detoxifications of the patients and we put in a bunch of nutrition to detoxify, if we get some of those chemicals out, they may go from one organ to another one, and that's why that function and that symptom seem to get better, and then they ended up with another symptom 6 months down the road because it's the toxins accumulated in another organ or system and started to develop dis-ease there, symptoms and disease there. Now, importantly, when we're working with nutrition, we want to look at not only nutritional deficiencies, and I'll talk about really important why we get those nutritional deficiencies, but when we're working nutrition to cleanse the body, I want you to understand something really vital, and that's this. I have a general statement that says, never detox a body. Get a body detoxification systems up, and then the body will naturally detoxify. Now, certainly nutrition can be a vital step in there. Now, I use energetic medicine in working with the cells to get the energetic metabolism, the energetic function up, because energy is the key of the way our bodies work. All right, we're energy beings having a physical human experience. This energy that when we're dead is gone, and it's just tissue, but there's no energy to it, right? Brain waves, dead. Heart waves, dead. No life, no energy, no life. So if you get the energetics to the system to balance out and raise up that energy vibration, when these cells are vibrating at a higher frequency, they vibrate above the frequency of the toxin, kick them loose, and they begin to detoxify. I see this all the time when I work with clients, haven't even done nutrition yet, and they're peeing, they're pooping. They say, hey, things are like working a whole lot better. Yeah, because the body's detoxification system's turned on and they started to detoxify. So it's important to do that. Now, you use great nutrition, nutritional information and wisdom that you have. With that, then we have a double win, obviously. Remember, as long as the cell is blocked here, it'll be difficult for it to even take in nutrition and take in the nutrients and understand that the different hormonal systems, organ functions of the body, if we don't get those to raise up, they produce different things like transmutase, which takes a nutrient, codes a nutrient, and is able to now get that nutrient to go into the cell because it's put its own DNA footprint on the food, on the nutrient, and that's how our body goes, yeah, that's ours. That's how we bring it in there. So we have to code our food with transmutase, and if the body's functions of producing that are reduced, then we tend to have an absorption problem, right, and a utilization problem with the nutrition. So we know a lot of people take a ton of supplements, but they don't get into their cells. A lot of scientists are clever, and they figure out a way to like get it to fool the cell and get the nutrition in there. But I want to let you know the reasons why is because those receptor sites are either blocked or the cell doesn't have a high enough vibrational frequency in there and isn't producing the necessary chemicals, enzymes, like transmutase, and digestive enzymes to even break it down and code that food and digest it, code it, and put it into the cell so it can actually be utilized. All right, and there is a difference between absorption and utilization. You might absorb something, but it doesn't mean you'll utilize it. So it's very important that the cell is utilized. And the way it gets utilized is it has to be broken down properly by the digestive system, meaning we have to have a reasonable high level of bile, alkaline bile in the gut to take and break that down. So we need to have a really good balance of this acid stomach, natural acidity in the stomach to break down food, and the natural alkaline chemicals like pancreatin and bile in the gut to break down and code the food to be in the right format to, that's right, be absorbed by the cell. Now, the key formatters in the gut, because that's what it takes place for nutrition, is the microflora, the bacterial flora we know as probiotic cultures in the gut that literally helps the digestion. They're the key digesters, all right? They actually live in the bile feeds them, and they're all happy in there. Unless the bile goes down, then they die. Stress makes them die, because stress, mental emotional stress, we'll talk more about that, increases acidity in the metabolism, and that kills the good bacteria, let alone all the toxins. The biggest toxin to kill good bacteria in the body are antibiotics, because not only kill the bad guys, they kill the good guys too. Just one antibiotic in a system at any time of your life can and does kill the microflora, all the way to really 100% of them. And then they don't come back unless we restore them. We have to restore, one, the gut metabolism, the gut ecosystem at the same time that we're putting in the correct pre and probiotics. Now, unfortunately, with probiotics, and I'll share a study from Staying Benchmark from the University College of London, who's a specialist in microbiome and nutrition, brilliant medical doctor and researcher, and he's published a lot of papers. And what he says about probiotics, the ones that our stores and supplement companies sell, they're transitory at best. Probiotics are transitory at best. That was his statement, meaning a lot of times because of the poor ecosystem, they actually turn into negative bacteria and cause more problems for the patient, because we haven't addressed the real causation of the problem at the bottom line, and we haven't restored that ecosystem and got those organs to function correctly and properly to produce the right biochemistry for them to proliferate in a very positive way to do their job. Two is most of the probiotics are grown on dairy, on whey cultures, which doesn't produce super genius cells. They have to be raised in a vegan environment. How about that? That's right. or bacteria are vegans, and they need to be able to. They have to eat vegetable-based, plant-based foods, and that helps them grow into 450,000 gene geniuses. It's amazing. And those guys, they know what's happening in our body. They can go, oh, there's a heavy metal. We need an enzyme to break that down. And they make it, break it down. Oh, we need this nutrient. Okay, that's what we're deficient in. Oh, I'll take that carrot. And boom, make those 10 nanonutrients ready, pre-digested, coated, and ready to go, boom, into the cell and be 100% utilized. Wow. So I've been doing microbiome work and restoration for many years, and amazing the miracles that I see go on. Me, myself, I had, ever since childhood, baby, I had herpes virus 1, canker sores, all that kind of stuff, and by rebuilding my microbiome with the right nutrients and my ecosystem in my gut, finally, God, in my late 40s, early 50s, I think it was late 40s, boom, knocked that out. I don't have it. Haven't had canker sores for years. Yay! All right, because they were pretty painful and it didn't make kissing fun. So anyway, now that is resolved. And so you get those good bacteria in there, and understand they're 75% of your immune system, digestive system, and nutrient producing system, besides fighting off the pathogens in our system. That's right. Our lymph nodes and lymphatic system, very important to get cleaned out and nourished properly, but it's still only 25% of the immune system. The good bacteria and a healthy ecosystem is 75% of immune function. Now, importantly to know how many strains we need. A healthy body has 350 colonies, strain colonies, 350 colonies that work symbiotically together as a team, yay, team, go, to operate and know what to do to help our body to be healthy. And what's really cool is we have approximately 9 to 10 bacterial cells in a healthy body with a healthy 350 strain microbiome. You have 10 cells, 10 bacterial cells to service one cell. Imagine having 10 servants for this one body around you. That sounds like heaven, doesn't it? All right, well, that's what we need to do inside our body, so we have heaven inside there. For our cells, they have 10 servants each. So rebuilding and restoring that microbiome is vitally important. If you'd like to know about the different nutritional companies and protocols to do that, I gladly share that to you free of charge. That's right. We just want to help people. All right. I have no connection financially to that nutrition company at all, but I've been board certified by the American Naturopathic. That's right, American Naturopathic Board of Medicine in this arena, and that program unfortunately doesn't exist anymore because its founder died of a freak accident in the last couple of years. But his work still exists out there, and it's helping a lot of people. So I'd love to help your patients better with rebuilding microbiomes, detoxifying the body, getting the energetics up. His nutrition also helps raise the energy because it's polarized with a special process that he does that re-energizes the cells. But in energy medicine, which is my forte, and research and development in techniques to help raise that vibration in the cells, that's vital. So we got to get that vibration up of our cells so we can start to get better detoxification functions and cells' ability to take in nutrition, kick out the xenoestrogens, and be revitalized. We have to get that digestive system. In fact, Dr. Yannick always coins the phrase, all disease starts in the gut, and there's many researchers who see that. I think we're going to talk about your gut feelings, how those things don't get listened to in the next video. That'll be fun. And just a clue. And so yeah, the gut's important in many ways. So let's go back to putting in good nutrition. understand that the cells do best with whole food nutrition. So again, the whole food supplements, those are made out of plants. And of course, there's different companies that make them in different ways, some better than others. But in general, those natural items are the ones that are best digested and supply the body. Now, certainly there's a lot of synthetics that can help change symptom patterns short term. But if we notice that the patient gets a lot better and then they start to plateau and then they slowly get worse again on that nutritional regime, which is very common. Wow, we're a hero, then they plateau, and then it starts to drop and they start to get the same or different symptom patterns again. It's because the nutritional products that we gave them treated them symptomatically, but they didn't get to the underlying cause. So it's really important. I don't see that taught greatly out there, but it's really important. And I want you to know about that, look into that. I gave you a few clues in this video that can help you and be more successful with getting patients detoxified and getting the nutritional needs. Now let's just talk about replacement nutritional therapy for a moment, and that's how we're going to end this video. And this is vitally important. If we have a deficiency in the body, we have to get to the cause of that deficiency. The cause may not be a lack of that nutrient going in the body. I'll give you an example. University of Finland, they call it the Finland study, and also Harvard University, both did the same similar studies about the same time. And what they discovered, it was a clinical study on cancer and how there is a mass vitamin deficiency, vitamin A, in cancer patients. So what they did was they put megadoses of vitamin A into their diet, boom, to say, well, if we have that deficiency, maybe that'll help the cancer. And what it did was it sped it up, and they were dying like at a much higher rate, and they stopped both studies in the middle. And that was what was published, is that vitamin A fed the cancer and increased their chances of death, because so many did die. So it's really important to understand why a person has that deficiency. And as we're going to talk about in the next video, stress and emotions create an increased need for nutrients. We know about oxidative stress, so this is a video more on nutrition and toxicity, so I want to talk about oxidative stress. Stress creates the oxidative stress in the body, known as free radicals, and a higher level of acidity, acid byproduct in the body. And we all know that things like cancer doesn't grow in an alkaline medium. So a lot of people are trying to alkalize in many different ways the body. I'm not going to get an alkalization on this video because it's a whole topic in and of itself. What's important is that acid stress and these free radicals, we know that those cause a great deal of damage, but stress is what's increasing it. Certainly we can help the body with nutrients and nutrition, and we want to do that great work. So yay for nutrition and functional medicine. And we also, if we want to go to the next step, we want to reduce that stress in the patient, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. How I do that and how it's effective is so that we don't have to give them like 75 bottles of supplements. All right, nobody wants to take that much. We want to fine tune it to some core stuff that's going to make a big difference in their life. We get to be heroes. Yay, I always like that. But the patient gets to be the hero. That's even better. That's even better in their own life, in their hero's journey of self-discovery of what's creating their illnesses and what they can do to get healthy and well. So thank you for tuning into this video. Hope it's really been helpful for you and that you got some great tidbits and tips here. And I'll see you on the next video, which I'm the most excited to share with you because it's been life transforming for me and tens of thousands of people that I've worked with over the last 33 years. So let's get on to that one, and we'll see you on the other side of that one.